of the state of New Mexico. Signed sincerely, Gloria J. Webb.
For what purpose does the gentlewoman from New Mexico seek recognition?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I ask unanimous consent that the gentlewoman from New Mexico, the Honorable Melanie Stansbury, be permitted to take the oath of office today. Her certificate of election has not arrived, but there is no contest and no question has been raised with regard to her election.
Without objection, will Representative-elect Stansbury and members of the New Mexico delegation present themselves in the web? All members will rise. The representative-elect will raise her right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which you are about to enter, so help you God? Congratulations, you are now a member of the 117th Congress. Without objection, the gentlewoman from New Mexico, Ms. Harrell, is recognized for 1 minute.
To rise today as the Dean of our delegation to introduce the newest member of the House of Representatives from New Mexico's 1st Congressional District, Melanie Stansbury. Melanie was born in Farmington and grew up in the North Valley and west side of Albuquerque. She's from a hard-working family that typifies millions of New Mexicans. Melanie's mother supported her family as a seamstress and heavy equipment operator. Her family owned a landscaping and irrigation business where she worked growing up. After graduating from Cibola High School, she attended St. Mary's College in California and went on to graduate studies at Cornell University. She came home and served our state as a science instructor through the Museum of Natural History, visiting schools across the state. Before she was elected to office, Melanie served our nation here in Washington at the Office of Management and Budget and the U.S. Senate Committee on Energy and Natural Resources. Congresswoman Stansbury has been shown to be a dedicated public servant, and I know she does not take her new role lightly. I pray that God will guide her in her decisions, strengthen her during trials, and bless all of us in public service with wisdom and grace. Today, please help me welcome the newest member of the House from the land of enchantment, Congresswoman Melanie Stansbury. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I yield to Ms. Stansbury.
Let's welcome back to the House 3 former members of the House, Senator Heinrich, Senator Benray Lujan, and visiting from Washington State, Senator Conwell. Please recognize without objection the gentlewoman from New Mexico, Ms. Stansbury.
Thank you. Madam Speaker, I rise today as the newest representative for New Mexico's 1st Congressional District. As Secretary Deb Haaland said in her farewell before this body, we are called to service.
The House will be in order.
As Secretary Haaland said in her farewell to this body, we are called to service in different ways. I stand here today because I believe that we are called to build a world that is more just, more equitable, and more resilient. I ran for Congress because I believe deeply in our communities and our ability to bring meaningful change, and that the weight of history and of all future generations is on us to do so. As a New Mexican, I know that we are strong and we are proud, and that our work is to lift up our communities, to fight for the dignity and well-being of our people, to rebuild our economy, and to tackle the biggest challenges of our day. We are called to do this work because the moment is now, and our future depends upon it, which is why I, Madam Speaker, am so proud to be able to serve alongside you as New Mexico's next Congresswoman. And with that, Madam Speaker, I yield back.
I thank you, gentlemen. How proud your parents must be. All the time. So, under Clause 5G of Rule 20, the chair announces to the House that in light of the administration of the oath to the gentlewoman from New Mexico, the whole number of the House is 431. Pursuant to Clause 8 of Rule 20, the unfinished business is the vote on ordering the previous class